Hey, good morning, guys. So, the other day I got this pair of Jordan One Low in a Chicago colorway. I don't really know the specific name of this, but it's a Chicago colorway and it's a Jordan One Low. So that's how I'm gonna call that. Anyway, so I was looking at this right, and I said, you know, I like how clean it looks. However, I thought of an idea of changing the laces into something like a red, and I happen to have an extra pair of laces that are meant for my Yeezy. So it's kind of one of those round ones, right? So I thought of putting one on this thing and see how it looks like. So this basically is the lace that came as stock, flat and white, and I'm planning to replace them with this round gym red, so it will definitely match the color. So I decided to do this in bar style and see how it's going to look like. So I'm going to give you guys a tutorial on how to do the bar style. Again, I already did that before, but this time around on a J1 low. So just a few thoughts before I start doing this video. Um, just make sure that the length are close enough. Okay, that's close enough. So we'll see how it's gonna look like. All right. All right, guys. So there's really no need to see me, so I'm totally focusing it on the pair that I'm gonna be working on, and to my left you can see that the right pair, or the right shoe is already been done, and I can tell you that because of these little linings that are just like thin linings, it kind of matches the red, and also the red color, so it matches the same thing as that, and also the thin red lines you can see here. So that right there, having it in bar style, kind of just shows you like like almost like a pinstriping, just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bars, or 8 bars, and then you got the line right here of red, and you got that line right here of red, and obviously you'll see in the back here that the stitchings are also just stitchings, really thin, like. So that's why I decided to do this bar style. So now let's get into how to do this thing bar style. If you don't know, so first thing that you're gonna do is obviously undo this. Take the shoe tree off because it's easier to lace it up, and take off the laces when that's not in there. Do that. Some people just yank the laces off. Sometimes that's not a good thing because it's gonna jam into the hole right here. So just kind of guide them out, and also guide them in whenever you're putting in the new laces, so it goes in smoother. Okay. All right. So once you get that out of there, make sure that you take it out of there evenly. I mean, you put it in there evenly so that you don't come across with unbalanced laces and stuff. So as you can see, this red right here, this red rope style is what I'm using, and I got it for my Yeezy, but I didn't quite like it, so I decided to not use it. But today now it's gonna serve a purpose. All right. So once again, getting back to what I was saying a while ago, you gotta balance this thing so it's pretty even on both sides, as always. The bar style gets kind of tricky, so I'm almost there, probably half an inch more or an inch more. Okay. All right. So it's almost there. Sorry, guys. When you do this, do it the right way the first time so you don't have to do balancing of the laces later on. So right there, that is almost perfect. But almost is just not good enough. So, all right, so that right there, perfect. So now you gotta make sure that this is really tight, okay? Or else your bar is gonna be drooping and stuff. So, and you don't want that. All right, so you start with your left, you start with your right. That's all on you. But the first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna go on that same side, on the left side, my left side. You go on the second hole, start from under, okay? Under. This is just by preference, guys, so I started on my left-hand side. So, when you got that from under, now you're gonna go over. As you can see, that creates your second bar, okay? So now you put that there. You put it through there. And then make sure that once again, it's tight. Okay? And it's not all twisted up or whatever, because you don't want that either. All right, so now the next thing here is to make sure that when this lace goes from the top in, now the right hand side goes through the third hole on the right side from underneath, as such. Okay, doesn't matter how it looks underneath, but if you're really picky about it, it's gonna look like this. Okay. So now that you got that from under on the third hole, now it goes on the third hole on the left hand side from the top down. With that creates your third bar. Okay, create your third bar. So now it's looking pretty good, right? So since this went over, now it's got to come out from under. See, this one right here is pretty tight because it's still fresh. Okay. All right. So now that it went under, now it's gonna go over on the fourth hole on the opposite side. Okay. Make sure once again it's tight. I keep saying that because you don't want your bars to be drooping and stuff. Okay, so now that's there. So now that this one is coming from under, it skips one hole and it goes under. And make sure it's tight on the sides as well. So you're probably wondering, when will you put it through the tongue's what do you call this, loop? So I decided to put it on the fifth. Okay, so once I got that in there, I on the fifth bar is where I decided to put it through the um, tongue loop. You're gonna find out later, or you can find it right now. You can see it right now that it's straight when you put it on the fifth, but because when you put it on the fourth, it kind of creates I don't know, it bends the straight line when you do that. Okay, so so I put it through the fifth hole. Okay, you'll find out later that it's better rather than putting it on the fourth. Okay, all right. So now that you got that through there, oops, wrong. Should have gone over. Sorry. All right. Now that you got that over, once again, make it tight. All right. So that's over. Maybe if your loop, on other shoes or in your own pair, and they're not similar, obviously, not all pairs are similar. I mean, are exactly alike. Sorry, it may be lower or whatever. But in this case, mine is fitting right on the fifth, lining up right on the fifth. So now that this one went over, so you work on the other side and you go skip a hole and then go under and over. And then you get that over to the other side from the top in. Okay? And then the one that's over here, since it went under, now it's going to go up and over to the other side. Okay, so there you go. See, some bar styles, you will find out that some both end up on the other side. But in this case right here, I'm not saying I did it right, but this is just how I prefer them. I still want them to be coming out and ending up on one on each side and stuff, because that's just the way I got used to doing things. But then once you get to the end, you just go ahead and make a knot. And then once you get that knot in, I like making my knot real nice and stuff, because this thing is going to be in your shoe once you wear them and stuff. So right there, kind of stretch it out, and then just put this thing back, the shoe tree back in it, and then I don't know how you guys put your shoe tree in, and then put this thing back in there, and for looks or whatever, I just kind of want to, before I present and take pictures of this, kind of want to make sure everything's lined up and stuff, so that you'll see that it looks pretty dope, man. Okay, got that lined up right, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when your bars are not straight, because it's not pulled right. So yeah, man, just for a bang up job, which is like a quick job, and then doing it on the opposite side of the of the camera or whatever. I normally lays up this way, but when you do video, you gotta do it this way, so it's kind of harder for me. I don't know. Anyway, just for a bang up job, and you guys can make it perfect the way you want it. But this is how it's gonna look, guys. So you see right there, that's it. So it looks just like that, guys. So you tell me if this doesn't look good or it does look good. But for me, I really like it because it kind of gives this side of the shoe some life, some color and stuff, by having some red from here on, and not just when it was just white laces goes all the way up here and stuff. And you're not totally covering the white nylon tongue. with the red and stuff because it's bar style. Whereas if I had this thing red and it was on regular lacings and stuff, it would have more coverage of the white um, nylon tongue. But anyway, that is all I got right now, guys. So I guess until next time, if you haven't done so, please look me up on YouTube and stuff. All right. Hey, thank you very much for your time, and take it easy. Bye bye.